Hi, welcome to Sportsy, Let's Talk Sports. We've been talking about so much about Indian sports, and we had a opportunity to talk to somebody from UK on Wimbledon. Today we have with us Dinesh Muthuraman, who started as a development officer, Malaysia Cricket Association, and over the last decade, he is now the boss there as a chief operating officer. Dinesh will be talking to us about the whole journey of being associate nation, from there to getting a full team status for T20 and running their own leagues and doing a lot of relentless work towards development of cricket in the place like Malaysia where football is dominant, badminton is dominant, table tennis is dominant. So please welcome Dinesh Muthuraman, COO Malaysia Cricket Association, to have a nice chat with us on Sportsy. Let's talk sports. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and thank you for watching. But please do subscribe on our channel Sportsy Says and help us spread the word about Sportsy. Let's talk sports. We go with the same handle Sportsy Says across all social media platforms. Do subscribe to our channel Sportsy Says and help us spread the word. Hey, hi Dinesh, great to have you on Sportsy. Let's talk sports.
Thanks, Sid.
It's,
Thanks for inviting
and
me.
and really appreciate you taking this time out during the whole season which is on. You are one of the first guys who actually started the league. You're in the current situation, and it's going well. I've been watching it on fan code and other places, but yeah, it's going pretty well, and congratulations for that. So this time I want to utilize about. We've been talking about Indian sports a lot on this channel, uh, and cricket is one of the biggest sports that we know in India or basically South Asia, and it is growing in other areas. So the what we want to hear from you is first your introduction for our viewers, like from a development officer to a boss of Malaysia cricket over a decade journey. So how did that all happen?
It's actually a long journey. It didn't happen within a year or two. It took almost 10 years for me. I'm with Malaysian cricket for last 12 years now. I started as a part-time development officer and gradually moved on to development manager, then to be a general manager, and now I'm the chief operating officer. So it took almost 12 years.
So
Um,
how did all started? But was it through your playing in Malaysia at club level and liking for sports, and so how did that happen?
okay, so after my studies in India, I came to Malaysia in 2002, and I started playing my club leagues and also the state leagues here. Then I played for Malaysia for almost 8 years.
Okay,
Then I used to work in an event management company where we used to organize cricket in
hmm
2004, 2005 till 2009. Then I had that interest in organizing games and also seeing the development of cricket. Apart from that, I also used to do coaching, cricket
okay,
coaching at that time. So I had an opportunity here in Malaysian Cricket Association to be a part-time development officer. So I tried, and it worked well. And the board support is amazing. For the last 12 years, I can see that I can see cricket is growing here.
excellent. And believe me, as you started saying that, okay, I started with club cricket and then played for Malaysia. It's my bad that I missed that point, that you played for Malaysia. That's my completely my bad. That is, but that's my next point is that is the state of a growing or associate or affiliate nations in the cricket, that the visibility is not there, or it wasn't there. It started coming in. So you got into administration because of your liking, the coaching, your background, everything was there. But what does it take to work with the affiliate or associate nation and grow the sport when it is not a primary sport at all?
Yeah. See, it's always like this. When the test playing countries are playing, we will only watch the test playing and the ODI countries. At that point, only 10 countries were playing, right?
Correct.
Now Afghanistan came in and Ireland came in. Before that, it was only 10.
Correct.
So Like Malaysia and other countries, what we used to do is we used to play in the Asia regional tournaments or other
Right.
regional tournaments, and from there will be a qualification to play in the World Cup. So it started like that earlier. Then came the World Cricket League, and
Hmm.
we were playing the World Cricket League for a while. Now there is a we are actually Malaysia in the Challenge League, ICC
Right.
Challenge League. So we are in Group A, and another Group B is there. So total of 12 countries playing, and
Hmm.
only top countries from each group will qualify for the qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers.
Right.
So that's how it's going to be, and that's how, for Malaysia to be top, we have to be number one in that group.
Yeah. So I think the first aim is to
So
be number one in Asia. Yeah.
yeah, sorry, I didn't come to your, actually your question is, for the associate countries, we need, how do we say that, a biggest challenge will be is the uh, fan engagement and the popularity. Here in Malaysia, football is number one.
Correct.
Okay, so cricket is not a number one sport here, and it is not a popular sport. Now it's growing. It's a growing sport.
Hmm.
What happens is if cricket is played at cricket is always called as an elite sport, right?
Yes.
Only the top level people will be playing that sport. And in Malaysia also same, no different. If
Hmm.
you compare to the other associate countries, same. So what we did is, we if we want to make it popular, we need to go into the schools.
Right.
So in Malaysia, we have almost around 11,000 plus schools, 11,772 schools,
Wow.
and around 100 schools used to play cricket earlier, and around 150 schools knows about cricket. So now, if you see, we have almost around 1,500 schools playing cricket.
Oh.
Apart from that, yeah, and we in cricket is also in a co-curriculum subject. So standard, we have primary school and secondary school. Out
Hmm.
of primary school, I think all the classes they have cricket, except one, which is standard co, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is unheard of. Actually speaking, like from 1% to growing to 10%, and that to making a cricket as in a curriculum. I think that is something unheard of.
You know why it happens? Because see, all the associate countries, as I said, it's an elite sport. People will only focus on traditional cricket.
Hmm.
So you need to wear whites. We have to wear pads, helmets, and cricket as a style. So as a cricketer, for me also, I'll think like that.
Correct.
But when we are taking the sports to the schools, the kids will
Hmm.
not, especially this generation, will not wait. And they have all the mobiles and all those things. If you tell them to put the carpet, if you tell them to put the stumps and wait there, they are not going to do all those things. That'll be a challenge anywhere.
Right.
But you need to make that sport very interesting. Okay, those days I used to go to a school. I'll train, I'll be fielding for almost 2, 3 weeks. After that, only my coach will give a bat to me. But, you know, if you do with the current generation like that, the kids are not going to be there. So they need some modified cricket. So we
Right.
have introduced a modified cricket called Cricket Adivira here. Cricket Adivira
Okay.
means superhero. Adivira
Hmm.
means superhero.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
they need to feel that they are superheroes, and they have like cricket equipments, bat, ball, and all those things. As a superhero, what do you need?
Hmm.
Something like this, right? So we can see that a lot of interest among the kids now, and it's like wildfire. And if you go to a school, the school will say that cricket is an elite sport. You need to have a big ground, you need to have a pitch, and all those stuff, right? So now we have modified cricket, and you can play anywhere, anytime by anyone. That's a concept. That concept we have taken. ICC also has that concept. So we have to take cricket everywhere, right?
Oh, nice. Honest speaking, yes, I've been ardent follower and a viewer of cricket and the fan engagement, but this is something is a unique model on when you talk about development, the way you can develop. I think it's a kudos to you. I think it's really good. But is it something that is unique to Malaysia and the other people started adapting the other associate affiliate nations, or is it something was there
uh,
already?
if you go to India, they have gully cricket. If you go
Correct.
to Australia, cricket Australia used to have Milo into cricket. Now they have Woolworth cricket, and cricket South Africa has a mini cricket, right?
Mhm.
So they have those concepts, and we have actually using those kind of concept here, and it's working really well because here the kids like to play, and they
Right.
want to have fun.
Hmm.
Instead of going in a traditional way, we get them into cricket first. Then later on, if they have that interest, we can, teach all the other basic cricket stuff.
Oh, nice. So, and I'm sure that you have seen from playing for Malaysia to the journey over last 12 years, there was always a dream to get a full status. And because of our T20, you became the full member of T20 for ICC.
Yeah.
Uh, so, how is that journey been, and how has that helped Malaysian cricket?
Say earlier, we have to wait for ICC or ACC to organize the tournament, correct? So we have to wait 1 year, one time, or maybe 2 times in a year. 6 years back, it was like that. Then 2017, 2018, I think ICC has brought this one, the T20 status. So
Mhm.
now we can organize any number of matches with any country. So if tomorrow, if you want to play against India, yes, we can play, but BCCI has to agree to that.
Yeah,
So it's not that you have to play only with associates. You can play with a
Mhm.
full. Singapore has played against Zimbabwe earlier,
Correct.
correct, and they beat Zimbabwe. So it's an opportunity, and we are making use of that opportunity. In a year, at least we are playing around 25 to 30 matches
Hmm.
for the national players. It's a very good opportunity, right? When you play in a ranking tournament and Malaysia move up in the ranking, that's good for the country too.
Correct.
So the sponsorship wise, popularity wise, only lacking is an engagement. We are going into that now, so we can see difference. And another one more thing is, see, if you're bringing a fan, you don't need to wait for 7 hours or 8 hours.
Yeah.
We have floodlight facilities. We can invite the fans at around 7 o'clock, and you watch the game after the work. Then you can go back to your house.
And I'm sure with the place like Malaysia where infrastructure can be developed, there is a possibility of developing good infrastructure, and it can be built as a community sport rather than something like India. That it cricket in India cannot be a community sports when you go and watch a game. It has to be fully packed. But where you do like what we see in say in Australia or say New Zealand, you can actually make a family environment and encourage more and more people to start adapting to that. But
That's right.
how is the whole infrastructure situation in Malaysia for cricket? Because cricket needs particular requirement. It's not like football that you can start playing on a barren land immediately and just one ball. But
Okay. See, Malaysia, if you see, a lot of ICC and ACC tournaments are organized here.
correct.
From 2000s, I can tell you that Malaysia have almost around 11 turf grounds now,
Hmm.
two in north and two in south, and the rest all in Klang Valley.
Hmm.
So we have very good facilities. Most of the ICC associate countries tournaments are held here in Malaysia, and we also organize few tournaments like under 19 World Cup
Yes,
in
correct.
2008 we organized here. So facility wise, we have amazing facilities,
Hmm.
no issue at all. We have one of the best ground in the we can easily say in Asia, which is Kinrara Oval. Mm,
Hmm.
if it rains here, almost every day it rains in the afternoon.
Correct.
But within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you will not see any water in the ground.
Oh,
So that kind of facilities we have. So you know, uh, facility wise, no issue in Malaysia.
wow. So, but Dinesh, to have this kind of facility, there is a lot of funds also required, and the sports, if the cricket is not at the commercial level, there, how much of ICC support that is required, or you're dependent on, or how much of it is that you are self-sustainable, or the vision to become self-sustainable, and what it takes, what kind of thing that you think that will take for Cricket Malaysia to become self-sustainable and start flourishing in the positive side.
What we need is we need the support from the ICC and ACC at this point of time for now to bring a lot of tournaments here. Okay,
Mhm.
once we organize more tournaments, then we also can go and speak to our government, and the government will definitely support because we can easily tell for the last 15 years we would have bring a lot of millions into the country.
Mhm. Correct.
Okay, and there's some I won't say that's profit, but through that cricket tournaments, a lot of other activities are happening. Especially, just I'll
Correct.
give an example: scorers. We don't take outside scorers. So we have each tournament we have these scorers, right? So each tournament you need 10 to 12 scorers, because per match it's two, right? So
Mhm.
sometimes we will have 4 matches, sometimes we will have 5 matches a day. So you need to have scorers. Same thing goes to the groundsman. Same thing, you need to have the liaison officers. So a lot of people will be coming into cricket. So once
Mhm.
they come and see the international level tournaments, that is good for the country also.
Correct.
One side, the other side, the sponsors will be slowly coming in. They will know that a lot of international tournaments are happening in Malaysia, so they will be coming in and invest more into cricket. The other side is tourism. Now
Mhm.
Malaysia is as a country we are doing very well in tourism.
Correct.
Um, a lot of people are coming to uh, watch watch the sport, and they can go and see the country. So if you see England versus Pakistan women's, they played last year here, and their families and a lot of people used to come. So that is also some type of how do we say that, income to the country, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So all those things, when we go and show or present to the government, definitely there is a high possibility, to to be self-sustained for sport.
Correct. And my question, next question was going to be around your vision for Malaysian cricket, but I think you actually stated that about where do you see how did it actually happen that uh, as an administrative head of Cricket Malaysia, what is your immediate goal or something that you will feel that okay we have achieved or we
Okay.
have arrived.
Right. As I said, the cricket Adivira,
Hmm.
so we got the Asia award from ICC, Asia level award from ICC, which is also, I will say that, we have achieved something there, because through that we also got another sponsor coming in to the board, and we
Hmm.
have trained almost around 2,000 teachers now.
Wow.
So all happened within 7 months. It's all because of the COVID. We couldn't do anything at this point of time, but this is a good achievement, because we have around 14 states. Out of 14 states, 7 states we focused last year, and around we have trained around 2,000 teachers. That's
That's a staggering number. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a staggering number. So,
yeah.
yeah. So while you are on the same we are on the same development topic because I think that is where I we want to talk. How is it actually creating the next generation to look at sports from the career perspective? Not only playing, because playing I think it will develop over time, but other affiliate career opportunities for the local people. How is it creating the opportunities?
Yeah, the opportunity wise, we need a lot of coaches in the future,
Hmm.
because see, when you have 15 to 20 players, you don't need more coaches.
Correct.
When you have 100 players, you need at least 2 to 3 coaches. Just imagine, through the through the entry level program, if we have around 100,000 players in another 1 2 years time, definitely you need coaches for that.
Correct.
Okay, so one is coaching opportunity, another one is organizing events. You need good event managers,
Correct.
coordinators. Apart from that, you also need umpires. The cricket is like that. We used to play only weekend matches, 4 years back. Today in Kinrara alone, we are playing 412 matches to 20 matches, 420 matches
Oh,
a year.
wow.
Okay, so you need so many umpires, so many technical officers you require. So definitely it is going to grow, and a lot of the current players or the past players will get an opportunity. We
Correct.
are recruiting a lot of 10 development officers
Hmm.
next month. So we need people in cricket. Otherwise, cricket
Wow.
we cannot. It's pretty difficult for us to grow cricket. Volunteerism, yes, it's very important, but we also need to take it to a different. If you want to take it to a different level, then we need to be a little bit professional.
Right.
Mm,
And how much are you open to the foreign nationals coming and helping you in the whole process? Because again, I'm saying that as we know that India is so big on cricket, Sri Lanka is big, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and uh, they've been playing for many years. So how are you open to those kind of opportunities?
Okay. See, you can take me as an example. I'm a Sri Lankan. I brought up in India. I'm here. I started as a development officer, and where I am now.
Yeah,
Everyone has an opportunity. Our coaches are from Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and we have from India too.
correct.
Okay, so we are open. What we need is we want to be different than others. We want to be a Nepal. We want to be like India. We want to be Pakistan. Where we want to develop our ethnic players.
Right.
Instead of
Obviously,
bringing
yeah.
foreign players and put them, we don't need instant players.
Correct.
Okay.
No, my
Then
question was mainly from the
the development,
ecosystem.
development perspective, yes, we need support. If you want to build a country, definitely you need other support, right? So we will need the support also.
Yes. So that no, that's pretty encouraging because a lot of viewers of this channel are into sports management field, and they are ex-athletes and they're looking for multiple opportunities at various places. So I think this becomes a good platform for them to understand that what kind of opportunity there, and for the viewers, go if you're in Malaysia, you have to go to Penang and eat. It is the place that that's my favorite place in Malaysia for eating street food and everything. But yes,
Yeah,
coming
24
back,
hours.
yeah, 24 hours, 24 hours. So okay, coming back. I started remembering the food, street food there in Penang. But coming to cricket again, we see the effort that you have taken and it is started paying off well. You have your leagues happening, and the one of the leagues that you have is the Super Series, which is there, where you have a sponsor, you have teams doing, and competitiveness is increasing. How do you see that growth, and where do you see that going? And
Obviously,
when do you think that you can get a franchising model?
yeah, obviously we want to move to franchise, and I think it is not very far. Maybe next year, if everything
Wow.
goes well. Yeah, we are planning to have a franchise. So that's right. Uh, um, let's hope for the best.
Yes.
All right, a lot of event organizers are coming into Malaysia now. They are seeing Malaysia as a potential country
Mhm.
where we have the facilities, we have players, and the cricket ecosystem is very, very good here now. It's
Right.
really getting better and better. So I think if everything goes well, maybe 2021 or 2022 early, we should have a franchise. And we are hoping for that.
And best wishes for that. I'm sure it has to happen. We should also create the career opportunity and the safe environment for the people who want to take sports as a career, the cricket as a career, as a player. I think that is what is required, because the moment they see the stability of income, then they will encourage more and more. So you need to create more and more heroes from your nation. Uh,
So the role models are very, very important. Without the role models, it's pretty difficult for to develop any sport. Yeah.
Yes. So now, while we are on the role models, Malaysia has, in other sports, Malaysia has a good percentage of participation in women. How
Yeah.
do you see the girls and the women participating in Malaysian cricket now?
All right. 4 years before, we used to have around 12 schools playing cricket, women's cricket. And today we have 112 schools playing cricket. So the growth is good. And they are playing in national school championship at the under
Hmm.
12 levels and under 18 levels. Um, they are getting better and better. One of our girl actually played against China, and she got a world record last year. But it was, at this point of time, I think Nepali player is holding the record. She took six
Hmm.
sixes in a T20 match by giving only 3 runs.
Oh wow,
Her name is Nas Aliza.
better
Yeah.
than Rashid Khan.
And
Yeah.
last year we organized the tournament. Last year, end of last year, we organized a tournament called Malaysian Super Women League.
Hmm.
So we invited the associate countries like Nepal, sorry, not Nepal, Thailand, Myanmar, then Indonesia, and also players from Australia. They came here around 26 players, and we divided the high performance players in Malaysia, and we divided the team into four, and we played a very good tournament. It's like
Hmm.
like an IPL concept. It worked really well, and unfortunate this year we couldn't do it, but
Yes.
definitely early next year we'll be doing that. We'll be getting a few more players from maybe India too.
Yes, and I'm sure that is on the card. The moment you spoke about going franchisee model, I think that will the development will happen at a different level when you go into that. So, how do you think the whole ecosystem, as we know, Malaysia is amazing on football in Asia, as well as uh, like always known for the badminton players and the table tennis players and the squash players. How do you think the whole ecosystem of sports in Malaysia is gelling together and taking everybody along to make Malaysia into a sporting nation for across sports? Because Mahida, he plays role in the Malaysia Olympic Committee and football and everywhere. I think he's and cricket. So there is uh, there is a hook that you have across. So how is actually that ecosystem plays a role?
It's actually how do we say that at this point of time, we are trying to work together.
Hmm.
If you see, last month we had a meeting with the professional football association, and we also told them that to work together. It's all about cross marketing sport.
Exactly.
Otherwise it's pretty difficult. So football at this point of time is a number one sport in Malaysia, not ranking wise, but overall popularity wise, it's a
Correct.
major sport. For cricket, we want to be a major sport. That's our vision.
Correct.
To be a major sport, what we need to do is we need to be we the cricket has to be played in the schools. That's
Hmm.
very important, because when you're reaching the schools, the parents also will be involved into the sports.
Correct.
Not only cricket, any sports. So our school system is very, very good, thanks to Ministry of Education, because
Yes.
they allow all the kids to play all the sports. There is no restrictions. So
Hmm.
that is wonderful. So some of our cricketers also used to be hockey players.
Hmm.
Okay, so hockey players used to be cricketers. So most of them are playing multi sports. So there is
Hmm.
no challenge at this point of time. Footballers saying that you cannot focus on cricket or any other sport. You have to focus only on football. It's not like that at all. Only thing is we need our culture need to change a bit. We need to be a sports. We need to focus more on sports. Now, some of the
Right.
parents are very, very, how do we say that, education, they focus only on education.
Correct.
So what happens is at the school level itself, at one stage, here we call it as Form 5, Form 6. At that level itself, which is 10th and 12th, at
Hmm.
that level itself, they will stop the sports and they will tell them to focus. So what happened is at that point, once you tell them to stop, then they don't continue the sport for 2 years. So
Correct.
we lose out a lot of athletes there. It
Correct.
can be any sports. So we lose out a lot of athletes there. So that has to be stopped. Parents need to understand that it comes from the parents. Actually, it's not
Yes.
about government at all. It's about the parents. Parents need to understand that, by playing a sport, you will, education is not going to get spoiled.
Correct.
Okay, it will only help the education.
Yeah.
Sports will only help the education. That thinking has to come. If I, as a parent, I have to allow my kid to play the sport. Once I
Correct.
start thinking like that, automatically everything will be changed.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
many athletes have always spoken about it, right? The how education actually helped. They don't have to slog in schools, but because the focus that they develop and concentration that they develop because of playing sport actually helps them in the academics.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, and I like always like one statement which Sharad Kamal, the India's top table tennis player, he said that the parents can wait for 16 to 18 years for their kid to be an engineer, but
correct.
they want a top athlete in 2 years.
That's true. That's really, really true. Because see, it's up to the parents. End of the day, it's not. We can have. We cannot go and say that government is not doing this, government is not doing that. It's nothing to do with the government. Sports, it has to start from the home. The
Correct.
parents have to allow. As an athlete, I have to allow my son. I shouldn't say that, hey, you're studying, you have to focus only on your exams, you shouldn't play sports. So it starts from home.
Correct. Excellent.
If
So
we change, things will change.
correct, and exactly it has to start from within. As a parent, we have to start looking into this, and actually speaking, the COVID has proved that the physical fitness and the mental fitness, that is going to be the one of the biggest help in the whole survival and coming out of the whole thing, and that comes from sports.
That's true. that's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Dinesh, I'm coming to the last segment. What what are the opportunities that actually in the sports management field they are there in Malaysia? Are there any colleges on the sports management, MBA sports management, all which are there? Sports science. What is the development of sports science in Malaysia for our viewers' understanding?
Okay, sports science wise, yes, we have in universities we have diploma and degree programs for sports science. But specifically for just an example, football management course, we don't have those kind of courses for the particular sport. For example, cricket management or badminton management, we don't have that. If let's say in future, if we have that, that will be wonderful. A lot of athletes will be joining, and they can learn and they can be a part of management.
Yeah, because Rahul Dravid had made a big statement a couple of years back. I said it's not about do you have to teach players how to play. You have to tell them and make them employable beyond their playing career.
So that's what we are trying to do now. We are trying to employ our national players here as the development officers, so that once you're employed, you will know exactly what are the other challenges, not only
Correct.
in the field, outside the field, right? So developing is not easy. Developing
Correct.
a player is not easy. So it's a process. It takes a lot of time. So once they start knowing that, then it's very easy for them to go and play the game, and
Excellent.
they can take the challenges too. Yeah.
So, with your national team, what is that you're dreaming about now?
Dreaming about, for everybody, the same dream, right? Any country also want to play in the World Cup and win the World Cup. That will be the dream. But, for us, what we want to be is first step, we want to play in the World Cup. So the national team is really, really working hard and the players are really giving their best. We hope that we will be playing the World Cup soon.
And
One. Number two, apart from that, we also have a lot of global leagues going on. For us, for Malaysian cricket, if our players go and play in the global leagues,
correct, yeah,
and that will also will be very good for us, for Malaysia.
yeah, and I think that will create the heroes and sheroes that we're looking at. I think
Yes.
that is
Role,
something that
if you need the role models, yes, definitely they need to be a global player.
exactly.
They need to play in the global leagues. We are looking forward for that.
Yeah, and believe me, we are also looking forward to that because we have seen what kind of wonders the Kenya did in the World Cup or the Ireland did in the World Cup. They have come and they have taken the spots, and Afghanistan is a great story.
Yeah.
The whole turnaround, Afghanistan is a great story. Nepal is doing good. So I think we wish you all the best, Dinesh, in your endeavor. You're relentless in your work, and what you're doing is phenomenal job. And it is actually living your passion, converting into profession, and keeping a legacy. So I think wish you all the best for that. And while going, my one question to you is: if you have a magic wand, what is that you will do?
All our national players, maybe what I'll do is each team, like IPL, Indian Premier League, right? So each team, two of our players have to play in the playing 11. So we will get the role models.
Excellent,
So
excellent,
at
Dinesh. I
this
think that
point of
is,
time, that's fine.
and that is so true, so candid, and
So we need.
and really appreciate this
That's
candidness
what I
from
need.
you. Yeah, really appreciate this candidness from
Thanks.
you, and looking forward to more and more chat, and we'll talk more offline as well. So wish you all the best. Stay safe, and talk to you soon.
Um, Thanks. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So
No, we
thank you so
just
much, Sid. Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity. Looking forward to have more chats with you soon.
yes.
Yeah.
Pleasure will be all mine. Pleasure will be all mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for watching. But please do subscribe on our channel Sportsy Says and help us spread the word about Sportsy. Let's talk sports. We go with the same handle Sportsy Says across all social media platforms. Do subscribe to our channel Sportsy Says and help us spread the word.